the good books.
Yes.
I believe there's multiple religions here with respect to them. One of the good books says, he who is accountable, or he who is faithful with little, can be trusted with much.
Yes.
In this discussion and other discussions we've had before in this studio, we hear representatives from the counties saying, after all, we're only getting 15% of what is actually coming into the country. But the question is, what have you done with the 15%? And I throw this to all of you. What have you done with the 15%? Have you been accountable? Have you been faithful with the 15%? And if we're seeing the amount of transformation that you have very eloquently explained, in Wajir over just a short span of 13 years,
yes.
Can you just imagine what would have been done if every single coin was accounted for properly? And to the point that Dr. Wheeler asked, and I want to throw it to you and to the others, please, let's contribute. Where is the difficulty when it comes to holding power to account? The checks and balances is something a lot of Kenyans can agree. The counties and the county assemblies are letting the country down. They're letting the people down. Checks and balances. Why, for instance, why would we have governors actually showing up on the radar of the EACC if the people in the counties who had the responsibilities for checks and balances had actually done their job? This is a question that a normal Mwananchi would ask. And what is your answer to that? And as you cook up your answer, Bwana Speaker, let's hear from you, sir.
Yeah, I'm actually really waiting for this because I really feel that many of us Kenyans have refused to see the truth. I was just listening to my brother here, and I really felt, yes, I need to respond to whatever he said. Because
what is the truth?
Kenya is a country.
What's the truth?
Kenya is a country, is a family.
Mm-hmm.
And a family, and when I'm speaking to the young people that want to get married and such, I usually tell them that when you get married, you don't live with the person you married. You live with the person you realize you married.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the reality in a family setup. And Kenya is a family. And I want just to say that we have refused to look at the bigger picture and want to look at this child that was just born the other day like he is the owner of all sins in the family. That is devolution. And coming from what he said about every other year that a civil servant said that every other year that there's an election after an election, we get 47 new billionaires. I think I'll look at it from the other side. That is also good. If this money has been in Nairobi alone, and somebody, one person has been sitting on it, and today that money has gone back to the people, and we have 47 new billionaires who are investing in 47 regions of the country, then these 47 billionaires are also creating employment. That is looking at it from the positive side of it. But again, these 47 billionaires, where are they coming from? They're coming from Kenya. And the reason I'm saying that we have refused to look at the truth is because we have looked at devolution at the counties and the county assemblies as if the 85% that is left with the national government is properly utilized.
Hang on a second. I hoped you'd clarify on this.
Yes.
Are you endorsing or being an apologist of corruption? Are you saying these billionaires are actually justified by virtue of them being part of the family?
I'm not at any level trying to justify the 47 billionaires. But I'm only saying, if now corruption has become the reality in the country, and if those billionaires actually become billionaires out of proceeds of corruption, then it means we have devolved that corruption from a certain point in this country and have taken it to the people. So we are the same Kenyans who are corrupt.
But I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
And I ask you this question, not because I have any agenda.
Yes.
But it does seem like you have accepted that this corruption, since it's a part of us and it's a part of the family, then it is acceptable.
I have not accepted.
Coming from a person who's supposed to be actually representing the people. Would you...
If you just allowed me to finish.
Yes, please.
Before interjecting.
Please.
You know, I just wanted to start from a point of reference from what you said, that we have 47 new billionaires every other election year. That is new governors. And devolution actually is one result of trying to address corruption in this country. Because you cannot tell me when we had one state at Nairobi and all resources, like what my brother said, the speaker, all resources were actually taken to a certain region. Whether those resources were stolen or not, that was also corruption, because some particular people of this nation were denied their rights. You understand? So, what I mean by saying that these 47 billionaires, and I said I just want to become the devil's advocate for that particular matter.
I see.
I'm saying that these resources that were not available to particular people in this country have now been availed. And now these people, what we need to do now for us to address these 47 billionaires is not looking at it like devolution is the one that is creating these billionaires. It is the same evil of corruption that was there when it was one-party state, when it was a unitary government. And these billionaires are coming from the same country, Kenya. So what we are saying is, to address this issue, we don't look at devolution as if it is the cause of the 47 billionaires. The cause of the 47 new billionaires is the same blood that we have of corruption.
Right. Okay,
so the reason,
fair enough.
Allow me just to finish.
I think you've made that point.
Victor,
but
can I just offer clarity on what I said?
Yes, yes.
This is not my words. It's reports from the Accountability Institute.